Okay. Well, my name is Hetty, and I will be the occupational therapy student for today. And how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks.
And can I have your name real quick?
Janice, Janise.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Denise. So, I do have a couple of questions I'm going to ask you, okay? And if at any point you don't want to answer, that's okay. So, the first question I am going to ask you is, why are you seeking services for today?
Well, I was looking for some help with my shoulder. I'm having a lot of trouble with range of motion. Some of my ADLs are a lot harder than they used to be.
And I know you stated that you're having some difficulties with your shoulder and going through your activities, your daily activities. What are some of the activities that are impacted?
One of the most important is washing my hair, getting my arm up high enough, and reaching behind. Getting dressed is hard. Working in the kitchen is hard because I can't reach very well. And I don't have the strength to hold up the bowls once I get them off the shelf.
Okay. And what are some of the activities that you like to do in your day-to-day basis?
Needlepoint, reading. I spend a lot of time on my phone, everything from news to stories, audiobooks.
Is there any interests that you like to do other than needlepoint, reading, anything in the community that you like to do?
I volunteer with my husband.
And where do you like to volunteer at?
Well, he's in Kiwanis, so whatever activities they have going, everything from, they have a trivia night. I'm one of the team members. Volunteer at the hospital. I'm a retired physician, so I stay away from patient care. Play patient myself.
Okay, and within your home environment, is there any barriers or supports that help you get through your daily activities?
Oh, I lean on the shelves a lot because I have a lot of arthritis in my ankles. So I use the structural supports of the house to get around. I leave a lot of things on the counter now because I can't get them up onto the shelf or can't get them back down.
Okay.
I walk with a cane, which I'm sure is not helping the shoulder any, but if I keep the cane in the right hand that I'm supposed to for my ankles, then I end up trashing my shoulder more.
Okay.
I've already had the other shoulder replaced, so.
Okay. And which shoulder was it that you had replaced?
The left.
Left shoulder.
And it's wonderful. I can do things that I'm not supposed to be able to do.
Well, that's nice.
Like scratch my back in the middle.
And how long ago did you have your shoulder replaced?
2 years.
2 years ago. And is there what would you say would be some of the habits that you like to engage in too?
Now the needlepoint, which if you're working in one particular place, you're keeping your upper arm still, and that makes my shoulder really stiff. Holding my phone actually gets to be a problem after a while. Anything with reaching and anything dependent bothers it.
Okay. And what are some of the roles that you engage in? So I know you said you have a husband, so you're a wife. Is there any other roles that are important to you?
An aunt, sister-in-law. I'm real close with one sister-in-law. We talk every other day or so. I'm a support for my husband. I do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff with him. He writes a lot of stuff. He works in the advancement office. He volunteers in the advancement office.
Okay.
So I proofread a lot of things and help him compose.
And what are some of the priorities or goals that you have with seeking these services, occupational services?
Just see if I can do more things or do them better or do them longer. If I can find a way to mitigate the pain and the range of motion problems.
So, on the scale of 1 to 10, 0 being no pain at all, 10 being that you can't tolerate it, what would you rate?
And then when you were, I know you said you're doing needlepoint, you're doing using your phone for reading, and then you volunteer. And I noticed for some of those activities you stated that it gets stiff. When you begin those activities, is it on a pain rating scale? Is it from 0 to 10? Is it on the lower end, higher end?
Higher end.
Higher end.
Grandkids, do you have?
And is there any specific motions, per se, when you are moving or conducting your activities that are more painful for you when you're lifting your shoulder?
Elevating above 90 degrees.
Elevating above 90 degrees.
And ducting. Yeah. I always have to do A, B, A, D, and ducting.
Okay. So it's that movement of going towards.
That's, yeah. I really do have it, so.
Okay. You don't have to show me the motion, okay?
Like trying to wash the back of my head.
Yeah.
More of a numb feeling, or is it more of a sharp pain?
Permanent makes life a whole lot better. You don't have to use a curling iron.
And what supports do you have in the family setting or friend setting?
What about your shoulder? Is that more?
My friend who's staying with us right now, she's moving back to Quincy. And my husband, he does a lot of things for me that it's embarrassing because I feel like I'm totally helpless sometimes. And he just jumps right in and does it. Like he carries my purse everywhere.
What are some of the values that you like to have? Personal values.
I like being helpful.
So, is your list like making you
I like to make things better for other people.
Okay.
I like to give back. I had plenty of people volunteer as a patient for me, so now I get to be a patient for somebody else. Of course, I had classmates we had 165 in our class, so we had a lot of people to pick on. You only have 3.
So where did you go to education for?
My undergraduate degree is from the University of Arizona, and my medical school was at Kirksville, Missouri. I'm an osteopath,
Oh, wow.
like Dr. Zwick and Dr. Siemens and Dr. Jacobs. Dr. Jacobs' brother was the dean when I was a student.
The new station alert has arrived.
Oh, shut up. Sorry, I forgot to turn that off.
I'm sorry. How bad does that hurt when you go in?
It's noticeable right here. It's not a sharp pain.
So, you want to face me.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to test your muscle.
Alright, so I am going to go ahead and I know you said that when you were adducting, moving in towards your body, you're having some issues, correct?
Right.
Okay. And you said that holding objects still,
What I'm
it
going to do is I'm
starts to become stiff.
Right.
Okay. And when you do that motion, that movement of moving your arm or shoulder in towards your body, how on the pain scale would you rate it? Does it become too painful where you have to stop the motion?
Yes.
Or? Yes, okay.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't feel like I'm reliable enough to depend on my hand or my arm to do that. So I have to stop because I'm afraid I'm going to drop whatever.
Okay.
Because when the pain doesn't build up, it's just all of a sudden it's there.
Sudden, okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you straight again. Stand up. What I'm going to do is
So what department do you work at in QMG?
I'm currently working as an specialty care float while I'm going for school, so it gets me used to the medical field a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I am going to do a test, okay?
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test, for the first test, I'm going to test for your range of motion. If at any point you notice it becomes too painful, notify me right away, okay? And we'll stop the test, okay?
Okay. The good old goniometer.
Yep.
That's the silliest name. Is that brand new?
This one is
Fresh out
brand
of the
new.
packet?
Yeah, fresh out of the packet.
I think if we work towards getting
Okay.
split and then getting you into some activities where you're using a little more often, I think we'll be on track to improve. And then,
Okay. So I'll have you actually scoot out just a tad bit if you're able to. If not, that's okay. I'll have you just... There we go. There we go. Okay, so before we begin, I actually should move the camera so that way I'm in angle, not just you. There we go. So before we begin, I will show you the action of what I want you to do, and then I will have you complete the action without me testing first, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll have you just, as far as you can go, don't push it any farther if it begins to become painful, okay?
Okay.
So, I'll have you go ahead and put your arm at right about 90 degrees if you're able. Okay. And then keep your elbow in 90 degrees. And then I will have you just, I'm telling you the wrong test, I'm sorry. I'm going to have you go ahead and
Isn't that awful? It's a terrible feeling. All of a sudden, it's gone.
okay, yes, I was trying to think for a second there. Alright, I'll have you go ahead and put your arm up if you're able, like this, at a 90 degrees, there we go. And then keep your arm, when you're completing that motion, I want you to keep your elbow stable. Don't use it as to help with it, okay? And then I want you to go ahead and put your hand and try to touch as far as you can go to the other side of your body. And if you can't go too far, that's okay.
And it hurts all the time, so.
Okay. All right, I'll have you go ahead and put it back into the neutral position, okay? So I'm going to go ahead here. And when I say go, I'll have you.
Yep, let's have to come up. Let's go. Let me see if you can go as far as you can.
Go ahead and move.
Okay. Is that about as far as you can go? Okay. So now I'm going to test it with my thumb down.
All right, you can stop. You can stop. Okay. Was that painful at all? Or okay.
The whole thing.
Okay.
I don't know what this shoulder looks like on the MRI, but the other one actually was flattened.
Oh,
The
wow.
humerus is in.
Okay.
Definitely not supposed to be, but
So you're a little below.
Okay, so your shoulder adduction was 70 degrees, okay?
okay.
And the next test that we were... I have to keep an eye on positioning for that.
New habit to get into.
So the next one we're going to be doing is a manual muscle testing. So what this is going to tell me is just the strength of your muscles, okay?
So do you have class every day?
I study every day, but I have class usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay.
Do you have an undergraduate degree?
I do. I have 2 undergraduate degrees. I have a bachelor's in biological sciences and a bachelor's in fine arts and a master's in clinical psychology. I like school.
I was going to say, sounds familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
Took me 13 years to get my bachelor's degree, so
Well, that's still impressive, though.
I just, you take 1 or 2 or 3 classes at a time, work 1 or 2 or 3 jobs at a time.
Yep, you do what you can do,
And you
and
get out of school and you don't have any debt.
yeah, that's a smart way to go about it. Okay, so the next one I'm going to be doing is the manual muscle testing. So, I am going to go ahead and have you go back into that position we talked about earlier. Okay, so I'm going to stabilize right here on your shoulder, and then I'm going to pull against this. It's not going to be too much, okay? And then you're going to try to resist against that, okay? When I say, at any point, if it becomes painful, notify me right away and we'll stop the test.
Okay.
When I say hold, 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 that's when we'll begin. And when I say release, go ahead and relax, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Hold, 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 relax. Okay, you can go ahead and relax.
Like daily activities, like using the bathroom, showering, dressing, are you still all of those
Okay, I'm going to position this back before I forget. Okay, so I noticed you said that you had an surgery on your left shoulder. Is that correct?
Right.
So are you scheduled for surgery on your right shoulder? Shoulder, if I could speak.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I kept hoping the flare would get better and I could put it off longer, but it's not going to work that way.
Okay. And how long has your shoulder been having this difficulty for?
Past year.
Past year. Has it been getting steadily worse, or is it just something that you noticed one day and it just has stayed stagnant, stayed similar?
No, it's getting worse.
Okay. And were there any activities or... I'll just say activities. Was there any activities or tasks? Couldn't think of the word previously. Any activities or tasks that you had to stop as a result of your shoulder aching or having issues?
Yeah, I don't reach things on the second shelf by myself anymore.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when you're only 5 foot tall, everything is on the second shelf.
Okay. So it definitely looks like you're having some difficulties not only raising your shoulder, but also coming towards your body, from the measurements at least for the range of motion. Is there any activities that you would like to be able, through occupational services, like to be able to get back into? Or strive towards? What are some of your goals for that?
Just improve the range of motion so that perhaps I can do more in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's easier to dress. I don't have to be quite as picky about what I choose to wear because it's hard to get my arm up to get clothes on.
Yeah.
And a bra. Oh.
Does it impact any participation in your family life, your shoulder, or any community work? Have you noticed?
Oh, reaching, lifting. Used to be able to help with the food bank, but the lifting and constant motion of stocking shelves, that sort of thing, is harder.
As you go to center, I think that's stressed out. I would say I think it's more stiff.
So what kind of stuff do you like doing in the kitchen, I would say?
I like to bake.
You like baking? And I noticed you said earlier that you keep most of the stuff on the counter now, correct?
Right.
Do you have any difficulty when depending on the size of the counter, I'm not 200% sure, reaching if it's too far back?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Things in the toaster oven in the corner are hard to reach.
Okay. But definitely keeping it on the counter is helpful.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the crock pot doesn't move anymore. It stays up in the kitchen. It doesn't go back into the pantry on the shelves.
Okay. Is there any difficulty with motions of like chopping or sweeping for when you're baking?
Actually sweeping things.
Sweeping things?
Moving things off of the cutting board. Elevating to reach into the crock pot to stir is a problem.
Okay. Now, if for the movement of the sweeping and the stirring, do you notice any difficulty when it's moving that shoulder up, or when it's at a level that the shoulder isn't hurting at a lower level? Is there any difficulty with that?
When it's lower, it's easier.
Lower, easier? Okay. And for the counters at home, would you say that they're at appropriate height for you?
Well, for everything, I'd like it all to be lower, but the world doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'm just really grateful that nobody got silly and did the extra high bathroom counters.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
For a while there, they tried to make it the new style, have 36-inch counters,
Oh.
36 to 42, and didn't go over real well. I think it's mostly because people have little kids. It just makes it that much harder, that much longer.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely seeing some difficulties with just that elevation, just that motion of being in towards the body. And you did note goals for having an extended range of motion and just helping with the elevation, dressing, and being able to do stuff in the kitchen, especially with baking. So we will go ahead and look towards. Okay. So we'll definitely look at occupational services for helping you regain some of that. Okay?
Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
And you as well.
You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.